Hello, everybody. I think we are live. I'll give it a few minutes to catch up here. Welcome. We're going to be doing reading sprints tonight. Hopefully, Jenn is going to be joining me. So, yeah, but sometimes that can take a little while. Hey, Beth. How's it going? Yay. Hey, Izzy. Okay, so this is for the Romance Takeover Readathon. This is one of 2 live sprints I'm hosting for this, and we're doing like a whole bunch of stuff. So this is kind of fun. Each live sprint is themed around kind of chatting about a different kind of romance. And tonight we're going to talk a little bit about holiday romances, which should be fun. And I'll share kind of how I'm doing. You guys can share some of your favorite holiday romances, things you're reading for the Romance Takeover Readathon if you're participating, and then we'll do some reading sprints. It should be fun. Hello, hello. Got lots of people here tonight. Oh, this is great. Hi. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Gretchen. Hello, hello. Yay. I'm so glad so many people could make it. So how is everybody doing? Let me know if you're joining. If so, what are you reading? If you're reading for the readathon. Hey, Beth. Hi, Cheryl. Just got like everybody in here tonight. This is great. And yeah, I'm like waiting to hear from Jenn. Hey, Katrina. Cool. This is so exciting. I guess this is what happens when I actually like plan ahead for a live stream instead of doing it last minute, which is usually what I do. So I decided to wear my festive PJs and be comfy tonight. And I have some decaf chai tea that I'm drinking. Let me know what you guys are doing tonight, what you're going to be reading. And hopefully Jenn will be able to join us later. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's see. Okay. Hopeful Hearts at Glendale Hall. Well, that sounds adorable. Hey, Ashley. Hello. Spoiler alert. Yay. Awesome. I love it. Mangoes and Mistletoe. Oh, I really want to read that one. So one book I wanted to talk about actually is she had a novella that Mangoes and Mistletoe was her holiday novella from last year. And this year she had American Christmas, which was really, really lovely. It's kind of a retelling of The Gifts of the Magi, for those of you who are familiar with that story. That was a good one. The Wedding Pact by Katie Robert. Okay, nice. I want to try something by her at some point, even though I know it's a little out of my comfort zone. But working on The Roommate. Okay, awesome. Yes, if you want to hop on, I will send you the link. I think Jenn was supposed to make it, but I'm not sure exactly what happened. So I will work on that. That would be great. Doing all holiday books this month. Fantastic. I love it. Okay, let me do this. Sorry guys if this is not feel free to keep mentioning. I've been reading like a bunch of stuff pretty much all at once, which is cool. Izzy, let me find you. Sorry, I'm like this is what happens trying to do 2 things at once. Okay. I just sent over the link and it looks like Jenn forgot. Oh no, she isn't going away party tonight. Okay, so we will have Izzy on. You're like my you just like are the person who helps out with the situation.
Hello. I was like, oh, Jenn's on. I won't hop on. And then I was like, oh, okay, I guess Jenn's not showing up. I almost just came anyways. I was going to be like, hey, I was going to roll up to your live.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Okay. So let us know, how is your readathon going?
It's going pretty good. I feel like I've gone completely off TBR kind of already. But that's okay.
That's okay. That's what happens.
I mean, not in a bad way. Like I'm enjoying everything I'm reading, so it kind of works. Yeah, it's kind of working. I'm 4 books in, 3 books in.
Awesome.
So I'm happy with that.
I'm actually 3 books in. I've finished 3. which I'm pretty pleased with.
See, now I have to go look because I'm like, how many books?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of I've started all the books that were on my TBR though, which is pretty exciting.
That's good. I think I have like 3 left on my TBR. I haven't started, so that's not too bad. I made a list and I haven't looked at the list once. The whole readathon. All right.
Okay. So Jenn is gonna be here in like maybe 30 minutes or something. She forgot that it happens.
Time zones
happen. It's fine. She had like a last minute thing. Still at work, drinking Coke. Nice. Okay, I'm like gonna catch up on comments here, and then I'll tell you guys we can tell you what we've read. Drinking chocolate covered almonds tea. Ooh, sounds delicious. Eating chicken.
There we go.
Nice. Oh, there's you. Yeah, I need to read that one. Irish cream. Oh, how is that?
Ooh, I love that drink. That is my favorite.
Is it? Oh.
That's my favorite. I love that. I am addicted to the cold brews at Starbucks.
Like, I don't usually like cold coffee, but that pumpkin spice one is delicious.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I have to abandon you for just a second. I'm getting a FaceTime call, and I think it's my nephew.
That's okay. Linger by Maggie Stevewater. Nice. Classic. Holidays. Yes. Okay. So this was great. I actually just finished this also. This is one of the 3 books I've read so far, and it's really good. I wasn't sure what to expect because I think I've only read one other book by them, and it was fine, but not a favorite. But I really, really loved it. Holidays. It was a good one. Noel the First by Nicole Falls. Nice. Yeah, in Holidays. Yeah. Cool. I have not heard of that one, Ashley. Sounds good. Going out of your comfort zone with Christmas polar bear and shifters. Woo! That sounds like fun. I hope it's like over the top and melodramatic. That seems perfect. Love the Disney sweater. Oh, for Izzy, I'll have to put that on when she gets back. Hey, Brandy, how's it going? Currently reading Hold Me by Anna Zyrus, the last book in the Twist Me trilogy. Okay, I know a lot of people like that. I haven't read those ones. Exciting. We love a deal. Hardcover Lisa Kleypas for $1. Wallflowers Christmas. Nice. Finished 4 books on your TBR. Get it. That's awesome. Good. I need to try it at some point. That sounds like fun. Eggnog. Oh, so I like eggnog, but people are really mixed on it. I think a good place, if you are a coffee drinker, I would recommend trying an eggnog latte. I think that's like a good way to have it, and it tones it down a little bit. It can be really thick, like the texture of just drinking eggnog by itself, but I really like it in my coffee, so that would be my recommendation. Reading for 25 days of manga. Nice. That sounds fun. Yeah, I've seen people doing that. Yay. Hello. Yay. Oh, I love that so many people are joining us tonight. This is awesome. So fun. Eggnog bread pudding. That sounds delicious. Katrina, that's awesome. I love that we're stealing from people's TBRs. That's awesome. Okay. So I guess let me tell you guys what I have read so far for the readathon. I read in Holidays, which was just so lovely. Okay, so I was a little nervous. It's like the Patreon book club pick, and their stuff is really popular, but I was a little nervous because I know it's like a Groundhog Day thing, and I was like, is this going to be super boring and repetitive? But it wasn't. Like, they didn't go too hard on the like time loop deal. It was more low key, and they didn't make it repetitive, which was impressive. So I thought it was really good.
Do you feel like it reads like YA for Holidays? I've seen a couple comments about that, and I'm just curious.
That's interesting. I mean, no.
Okay. I'm just like, I kept seeing it and I was like, really? Huh?
Well, I mean, maybe the reason people might say that is the steamy scenes are not explicitly described.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels a little younger just because it's all this like family tradition stuff. But a lot of it is that conflict of like being an adult, like in your 20s, because they're in their early 20s.
Okay.
They're like 24, and like being home with your family for Christmas when they treat you like a kid when you're not really. Yeah. So that might be part of why people feel that way, because that's part of some of the conflicts that come up. But no, I didn't think it read like YA. I mean, a YA person could read it, like a teen could read it. But
I wonder if it's just a transition of their like Christina Lauren's like Steam rating has slowly like gotten lower. Not in a bad way. Like I still enjoy their
Yeah.
books, but I saw that like a couple times today on Twitter, and I was like,
That's interesting. Yeah, no, I mean, it doesn't get super, although I will say, I mean, in terms of, you know, less explicit, good, like sexual tension moments, it has those. Like one of my favorite scenes that I thought was really good is they do, like one of the traditions is they play sardines. Have you played this? I guess I could explain for people in the audience.
I have no idea what sardines is.
Okay, so it's sort of like a version of hide and seek, where one person hides, and then the first person to find them hides with them in the same spot, and then like everybody keeps joining in until the last person. Anyway, so they play sardines, and the love interest is the first one to hide, and she finds him, and they like make out in a closet until their young nephew like finds them.
That's kind of cute.
It's cute, but it's like it's like stuff like that. Like it's a very good holiday romance, I think. So it was fun. Yes, eggnog lattes are the best. Oh, and somebody earlier was saying they love your Disney sweatshirt.
Oh yeah, I busted this out like pre-Thanksgiving. Somebody was like, "Oh my God, you're already starting." And I was like, "Yes, we have started." It's like we started wearing this on November 1. I have to maximize my time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was not sure what to think about in holidays either, but I really enjoyed it.
I'm excited that you're liking it. I feel like I'm gonna like it then. Like,
yeah, because you know what? It only does like 3 time loops, and pretty quickly it gets into the main relationship. So like it uses it more as a gimmick, and it doesn't like overplay it. It was perfect.
Yeah, that can be hard. I feel like that could be overdone so quickly.
Yeah. See, this is what I was worried about. I thought they did a good job with it. In a Holidays was your first book. Awesome. I'm so everybody like now everybody's talking about In a Holidays. This is great. 12 days. Okay. Yay. Oh, good. Yeah, I think a lot of people are reading it. I didn't think it read like YA either, but I think that might be part of why. The Trouble with Mistletoe by Jennifer Snow.
Ooh.
Awesome. Sounds cool. Oh, I want to read this one. Curvy Girls Can Date Quarterbacks. I bought the ebook because of Jenn.
Adding it to my Goodreads right now.
It was on her recommendation list of like for like fat heroines, and I was like, that sounds great. Sardines was fun at sleepovers. Yeah. You know what? Actually, okay, look, I would actually love to see somebody do a YA FF romance with a game of sardines at a sleepover. Like, would that would be great?
So cute.
That would be so good.
Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh.
That would be good.
Oh, that would make my sci-fi cards so happy.
Somebody should write that. Awesome. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad somebody else. Yeah, everybody seems to be liking it. Hi, Alice. Oh, so many people really enjoyed it in the holidays. Great. Hey, Jessica. Yay. Oh, I want to read that.
I just bought it like yesterday. I was like, I need to go buy that dang book. I put the app on my phone so I have to get the app so I can buy it too. Oh, yes. Okay. So I think a great place to start is the Duchess deal. I think is a really good place to start with her. If you like Beauty and the Beast, start with the Duchess deal. And then Romancing the Duke is also really good. It's like her debut.
Okay. I haven't read that one yet.
It has a blind hero. I may be partial. The heroine's name is Izzy. But she writes books, or her dad wrote books. That's what it was. I have to remember. I read this forever ago. I'm like, wait. Her dad like wrote books, and she inherited this house, and she shows up, and this blind Duke lives there, and he's super grumpy. So it's pretty fun.
I think my other favorite, if you like a good nerdy romance, is A Week to Be Wicked. I loved it. I thought it's got a lot of like nerdy humor in it, which I'm a fan of. So that was like a favorite for me.
I need to read that one.
It's so good. It's really funny. But yeah, like the hero is a rake who's a closet nerd, which is great.
That's perfect. I love that. I love
yeah.
Weird nerds.
It's fun. Yay. Let's see. See, right? Okay, yeah. Somebody needs to write this. A YAFF romance with sardines. This needs to be a thing now. If we have, sometimes I have authors watch the live stream. So if there's any romance authors out there,
please deliver. We need this
for us. Hey, Michelle. Hello. Oh, I'm sorry. Jessica, I feel like you always have unpopular opinions about like these books, which is fine.
I feel like every new Christina Lauren is like that though. Like everybody either loves a certain half or like hates a certain half. So
I mean, I can see why some people wouldn't like some things about the end. I didn't have a problem with it, but like I'm not surprised some people love it. A Royal Christmas Wedding by Rachel Hawke. Nice. It's fun. Hey, Tara.
Oh.
Not a fan of historical, and Tessa Dare is the way to. Yes, Tessa Dare is great. She's just funny.
She's definitely like the perfect. I don't like historical for like non-historical readers. Like she's so good.
Yeah, I have not read any Duchess Will Do yet. I need like there's some backlist stuff from her that I need to read. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Yes, holiday Rex. Let's do some holiday Rex.
All right.
Good idea.
I feel like this is where I do not shine, which is why I didn't sign up to do this with you. I was like, well, I'm not going to leave you flailing all alone to come up with Rex.
That's okay. I have some. I mean, I like holiday stuff. I feel like I've talked about these recently, but it was on another person's channel, so it's probably fine.
So tell me why you like holiday romances and holiday books so much. I'm just curious. I always like to know why people like these.
I don't know. They're fun. They're kind of festive and cozy when they're done well. It's the same reason I like holiday movies. It's just this like kind of cozy, festive, fun vibe. I don't know. They're like they're good comfort reads, I think.
Yeah, I would
unless they're done poorly.
See, I think my problem is I find like everything else, I find all of the bonkers things, and I'm like, let's read this. Why don't I like holiday romances?
Oh, man.
Which is wrong. I actually do like holiday romances. We've discovered. I did do that reading vlog where I read.
Yes.
And I explored holiday romances unlike I ever have before. And
I saw that.
I was surprised. Okay. Very, very surprised. So
I love it. Yeah. No, I think there's a lot of good stuff. So one that's a favorite for me that this is not my favorite version of it, but it was the one I had close to grab. But I've really been enjoying Sarah Morgan's books. They're kind of like, they're like, women's fiction / romance. They usually have at least one romantic subplot, but they have such good characters. I love her characters because they feel like real people and relatable. And I don't know, I just really like her books a lot.
I enjoyed that book a lot.
It was
way more than I ever would have expected. The Christmas Sisters. Like you would.
You should read A Wedding in. Have you read A Wedding in December?
Not yet.
It's really good. Like I liked it even more than I really liked The Christmas Sisters, but that one I liked even more. It's like
we'll add it to my list.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I know. I'm like, oh shoot, the comments. Oh, so many people. You're too cynical for the apple. Oh, Jessica. I love a sappy epilogue, especially in a holiday book. Look, I
feel like in a holiday book, that's the one time I want it. Because otherwise I'm like, ew, no.
I love a sappy epilogue. Like if you don't give me, in fact, like there was a really good holiday book I read this year, and my main complaint about it is that it didn't give me an epilogue.
Oh. So you're a fan of the epilogues.
I love the epilogues. I want a glimpse into their future. Like that's But The Merriest Magnolia by Michelle Major is really good. It's got kind of a Scrooge type character who's a real estate developer and wants to like gentrify the small town, and is her high school ex and stuff. So it was like good, but then it just ended so abruptly, and I was like, I need more from my ending. But otherwise, it was pretty good. It was very festive. Yay! Started in a holiday is awesome. I love it. Oh, cool. Your first Christina Lauren. Awesome. It was my second one. So don't read holiday romances or books. I think they're really fun. I mean, so even as someone who says like, I've not read them, I've read like novellas and series, and I will read holiday novellas, generally speaking. I just don't read like these like marketed holiday books, if that makes sense. Yeah, fair enough.
Usually, but I will say last year, the Dukes Who Stole Christmas by Sarah McLean, Sophie Jordan. I'm missing people. There's other authors than that.
Yeah.
That anthology. I definitely think if anybody's loving historical right now, pick that up this holiday season because they're all takes on different classic movies. So there's Home Alone, There's the Scrooge. I don't remember what other movies.
That's okay.
That's
super fun.
But it's super cute. I liked every single story in that book. So
that's good to know. So I might have to check that out.
That one I definitely recommend. So.
Another really good go-to for holiday historical is A Kiss for Midwinter by Courtney Milan. Another really good one. It's a novella, and I love Courtney Milan so much. Like, her books are so my thing. And Royal Holiday, how are you liking that? I read it and I don't know. I had such mixed feelings about it because I felt like the characters were kind of flat. Like, and it was kind of interesting, which was unfortunate because I was really excited to read like a romance between like an older couple around the holidays, but it was fine, but it wasn't.
I've given up on Jasmine Guillory, unfortunately, at this point.
She's super hit and miss for me. Hey!
Oh my gosh! Hi guys!
Yay!
You're worse. I'm worse.
It's okay. It happens.
I saved the day. It's fine. I was like, "Do you?"
Yes, you are. I'm so sorry. I'm not used to having anything going on, right? Because I never go anywhere or do anything. And so then my friend was like, "Yeah, we're having my going away party. I'm leaving." And I was like, "Oh gosh, I'm coming. I'll be there." And then they messaged me and I'm like, "Oh my God, no, I can't leave now." So I was like,
it's okay. No worries. I mean, we haven't even started sprinting. We're just like talking because there's so many people commenting. So we're just like talking about romance.
Okay.
Like, we will get to some reading sprints at some point, guys.
Sounds good.
Everybody's just like chatting a lot. Holiday cutesy romance present. Okay, cool, awesome. Yay, doing a live stream talking about holiday romances tomorrow. So if you want more of this, go check that out. Debbie Make Homer is well loved.
I read my first one. It was not that bad. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I think shocked.
The only one I've read from her is the one you read also, and it was like not bad. Yeah,
like I gave it like 3.5, 4 stars. Like, it's fine. It was cute. It felt like a Hallmark movie, but I would rather just put the movie on.
Yeah,
and watch it. That's
fair
the problem.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna get action, let me watch the movie. If all the movies kiss, I just would rather watch it. I don't know why.
So funny. So I love this Boundless Book Owl that Tessa Dare got you into historical romance. That's great.
Awesome.
She's a best.
Yes, Hallmark Christmas movies. Yay. Oh, yeah. No, I hope this is fun. I think it's a rough year for everybody. So I hope that like the readathon and stuff like this can be fun for people because I know it's a different year.
Ashley,
oh no, Ashley,
send me the book immediately. You need to DM me that book right now. It has to go on my list.
That reminds me of the infamous cannoli. Izzy, do you remember the cannoli book that we?
A cannoli? What?
Yeah, there's the book where someone used a cannoli for thing.
No, I forgot about it, but don't do that. That's a good way to get an infection.
From the dark. No. Well, for either person, but it was a male using cannoli. This got brought up on, I don't know if it was the In Defense of Dark we did or one of the others, but
I totally blanked about that, and now I'm just like remembering it.
Yeah,
where the people come up with some of this stuff, I swear. Like,
and I say like I don't kink shame, but there's things that I question how you get there. Like
I'm just gonna say it's not worth an infection, you know? Like it's not worth it. That is very unpleasant.
Don't be judging. That's what condoms are for. I'm just saying.
I mean, okay.
I will not try this myself. I'm just saying.
I will not try myself.
Oh my god.
The meter is whether I try this or not.
Cannot recommend personally, but very interesting.
Oh, I want to read Written in the Stars so bad. I need to get that on my wait list.
Oh, here it is. A Little Stuffing by Ashley Nicole. There it is. So
there is that one by who's it by? Alexa, that's just called Stuffed.
Alexa Riley?
No. Is it Alexa Riley? I have it on my phone actually. Let me see.
And there's like so many.
Yeah, it is Alexa Riley. There's Filled and Stuffed.
Wow.
I'm good.
But I mean, those aren't Thanksgiving romances. They're other explanations of sexy.
Right. No, I know. But like, that just, I don't know.
Not appealing.
Likewise.
Titles.
How do we get to this?
I don't know, but I agree. Holiday romances are allowed to be sappy. Yes. And I thank you. Someone who agrees with me about epilogues. I love an epilogue. Have you read Gifting Me to His Best Friend by Katie Roberts?
No, not yet. I know Jenn has, I'm sure. I need to read it this month. I was kind of saving it for this month. I was like, Christmassy book.
Of all of her taboo books, she picked to write the Christmas one in July. And I was like, okay, that works. That works.
I mean, Christmas in July.
I didn't get to it in July, I thought, let's just save it for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? I've not really read many holiday Hallmark movies can be fun. I used to watch them a lot more. 10 Blind Dates was great, actually.
I loved that book. That book was so good.
So funny. It was so funny. Like, some of those blind dates were so bad.
I thought so. Like, when I read the plot of that book, I was like, I don't know if I like this. And then I finished it. I was like, this is the cutest book ever. And I always forget to rec it to people. But yes, 10 Blind Dates. Agreed.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, yeah. No, fair enough. I mean, if you don't celebrate Christmas. Yeah, because a lot of them are Christmassy, but I've been seeing, like, there's been, like, a couple of Hanukkah ones. And
there's Miracles and Menorahs by Stacey Agdern came out this year for Hanukkah. And Zan West has 8 Kinky Nights that is also Hanukkah themed, if somebody wants that. That one is definitely going to be kinky, so be forewarned.
Oh, yeah. She really liked the Sarah McLean novella in the anthology. Cheryl, I want to read that too. It's on my TBR for this month. The new Sarah Morgan. Wow. I have like so many comments. Liking it, not that far into it. Okay, good. Glad you're enjoying it. A Sheriff's Star by McKenna Lee.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. Okay. I want to like catch up on.
No, I know we're getting so many. This is wild.
So many comments. I know. I'm like,
I will say also, if anybody is looking for holiday romances, someone else I really recommend is the Tiffany Reese Men at Work series by Harlequin. If you've never read a Harlequin, they're Harlequin Blazes, so they're a little spicier, like they're steamier than like a Harlequin Inspiration would be, and they're so good. They're seriously so worth the read.
Okay, somebody liked Gifting Me to His Best Friend. Like, yes, I like an author note too. I love an author note. Sometimes it will. You know what? I have actually like bumped up ratings of books because of author notes.
Wow.
Yeah, it will make me bump my ratings. Like if they give some context of like why they did a thing, I'm like, oh, I see that. Okay, I'll give you a half star for it.
Right. Like for a historical, if it shows the research that they did, or for specifically, I'm thinking of, there's a book that came out this year by Jade West called Hello Stranger, that just like the book tore me apart. And I don't like sad. Like I don't like sad. Like I like emotion, but not like I'm weeping. And at the end, she said that this is based on her partner's, like a friend of her partner, and there's a chapter in the book that is literally from a Q&A that she did with the person and then just put it in her book. I was like, 5 stars. Just, this is based on a real person who all this happened to. 5 stars.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, like, I don't know.
Ashley's out here talking about books without giving us titles immediately, and there's a problem.
I know, right? Ashley, you're going to have to give us titles. A holiday romance where the main character goes to her ex for a one-night stand.
It gets better.
Puts on a jacket with nothing else. Shows wow. Oh no.
I mean, I've read them though.
I love it. I love this. Oh my gosh,
Ashley, you have to tell us what the
You're trying to get us to guess, because I've never read it.
Dark holiday or winter romances. Do you
Usually they're like,
oh, your face. Is he
like, y'all you can't see my list. Gretchen, look on my channel and like maybe after like the Romance Takeover is done within a week or so, I might have delivery on that, although they may not be what you're looking for. But I may have a list of Krampus romances and like
Oh man.
Okay, good.
Like, it's literally called Daddy Krampus, so I'm assuming it's going to be a dark romance. I don't know. If it's not, I'm going to be disappointed. I'm looking.
Oh
my gosh, that's funny. I mean, yeah, like probably the closest thing I have, which is not actually, I think, what you're going for. I have like a heavier Christmas romance, like Coming Home for Christmas by Rayanne Thane, which is phenomenal, but it, you know, it's got like the themes are a little heavier. It's about a woman who had disappeared for like years when her kids were really young, and then her husband finds her and brings her back. Like, I don't know. So it's got like some heavier stuff with like mental illness and like different things, but it's good.
The Hookup Before Christmas by Phyllis Bourne. That's the answer.
The Hookup Before Christmas.
On the list it goes. Ashley's just leading us along.
Where are you finding all these books? That is a great question.
Funny.
Also, I'm going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, which I should have done earlier because I had like, at least I have headphones on, so like you can't tell, but it was like, that's annoying when people are trying to call me. Okay.
Well, that was me, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm getting a phone call actually, and then my alarm's going off, so I was like, crap, I forgot to turn that off.
It's okay. 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 Where are we? Oh man, you guys are like trying to suck you in for interest before I drop the title.
That's good.
Thanks. Oh, okay. The Hookup Before Christmas. Oh, is that what you were just saying? What the book was? Okay. I thought you were suggesting like a dark holiday romance when you said that. I didn't know you were like referencing like which thing it was.
I'm trying to see like I just marked a bunches to read on Goodreads because people are sending me their wild holiday romances. There's another book called Stuffed by Kay Sterling that's Santa.
Oh Lord. I can't, guys. One time somebody tried to send me this like very bizarre book that they like to review, and I read like a little bit of it. I was like, nope, I can't do it. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like more of a holiday gay erotic romance with reindeer shifters and Santa is like, so it was like I was like, nope, I can't do this. The Santa Claus thing, nope.
I just couldn't see you like
pass them on to Izzy because she'll read all
I know. I was like, this is gonna ruin Christmas for me. I can't do it.
Yeah. I just like my branding is becoming like reading the weirdest books. It's unintentional. I didn't do it on purpose. It's just happening.
That's fun though.
I only do it for like 24 hours, so it's a blast, and then I'm over it. So
and then you're done, yeah. Oh goodness, this is so funny. Okay, so do we have like, if you guys have other things you want to because we should probably also do some reading sprints,
right? I could stay till 8:30 my time, so I was like, we could talk the whole time because I'm late to this. I have to go back to this party, so.
Okay.
Also, I'm laughing at myself because I signed up. Well, I think I signed up to be with you, and then you picked it as holiday. I can't remember.
No, I did it. I already had done it. Yeah,
because I was like, I picked the night that like I don't read holiday romances, but I wanted to listen to people talk about it because I personally don't get joy out of reading that. Because I'm the other way where like the things I love about Christmas, I feel it's like super commercialized and like it's funny to read the romances to have the funny out of them, but I like it. I like reading a story where Christmas just happens to be in it, that it's not marketed as Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because it's more natural. Because if you like spend time with characters, you're going to go through Christmas with them eventually. But when it's like, this book is hyped and the finale is going to be on Christmas Eve, I'm just like, you're taking
I like when we come back to the story, like we have like seen a group of friends and then you come back in a novella and it's like Christmas time.
Mm-hmm. Novellas, absolutely.
That's so fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. I just really like it. But I think the thing is I'm picky about how it's executed. Like, right. I love a Christmas novel, but it actually has to feel like Christmassy. It can't just be like it happens to take place during Christmas, but like it could have been set any time, or like that's not what I want. I want to like feel like I'm in Christmas, you know, like it needs to have like be about like holiday spirit or like play off of, you know, maybe like Scrooge themes or you feel like the cozy winter vibes. Like that's what I want. I want the like cozy Hallmark movie feel from it. So
definitely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, somebody's like, I came in at a weird time. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, you did. It always gets weird. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yes. No, look, this is how I felt. I was like, nope, I'm done.
100% there's a reindeer shifter novel set with all the reindeers. No Rudolph. I'm very disappointed. There's no Rudolph. So, but there is a shifter romance with reindeer shifters.
I mean,
there's
fine.
any.
I just can't deal with the like the Santa stuff. I'm like, I can't. I think
I'm more fascinated that there's Krampus romances, to be honest, than anything. Like my mind can't comprehend it. I was like, what? Okay, I'm gonna read them.
Let's not go down the seated by Santa route right now. Let's just read our books. Someone mentioned it. They're like, the seated by Santa. I was like, we got enough.
No, we're not talking about that.
Oh, geez. Oh, Lord. Have mercy.
Watch Bree's vlog in Love and Words.
I'm reading Bridgerton number 5.
Hey!
Yay!
I'm reading the first one.
Oh, I'm like.
Is it your first time?
It is, yeah.
Okay. I'm interested.
I'm very curious to see what you think.
So far, I love it. I can tell where it's going that people are going to be like upset about. I think I know
right.
But it's so good. I'm listening to the audiobook. It's on Scribd. And
I fully love it and fully understand people's issue. That's completely where I'm at because I've loved it since I was 15. So people can open my eyes to stuff that's wrong. And I'm so like, I don't care. I love it. Sorry, don't care. I love it. I get people. They're not going to behave perfect. But anyway, I don't need to. I know your mind is open enough. You're going to appreciate the story and like.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like, I'm loving the whole world and the characters and the setup of having like this big family. Like I kind of love it. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be so into this series. Even if like this book isn't perfect necessarily, like so far I'm really into it.
I was really into the rest, like the setup, if that makes sense. When I finished the first book for sure. On those.
I'm so excited for Lady Danbury. They reposted the picture of her just like holding her cane and I'm like, you boss ass old lady. I love you so much. Like,
it's making me so excited for the show, honestly, too, like reading it. Because I'm like, oh, although then like the nitpicky in me is like, I'm like, well, Daphne doesn't look like that in the book.
I know. It's funny because I forgive Simon. I'm immediately like, you're beautiful. And I'm very excited. Like I bought the cover with him just because I was like, I'm just going to cover him. He's so pretty. Yeah. But her like, but you don't fit with the Bridgertons. Who are you?
Who are you? Well, she looks more like her mom is described. Like her mom is described to look like that, like petite and blonde and stuff. It's so interesting. Anyway,
I will completely forgive everything if the acting's good. I don't care what you look like.
Yeah,
it's hard.
I would rather diverge from the like looks and have good acting.
Yeah,
I think
it's fine. I mean, it's just the like, you know, the like, but this is like the teenager in me would have been like, it's not like the book. It's terrible, which I don't actually think anymore, but. I still notice it. Oh, fun. The Afterlife of Holly Chase is a Scrooge-inspired YA. I have heard good things. I'm not an
forgot about that. I've read that one.
Okay. Cool.
I read that years ago now.
Yeah. The audio is good. Have you guys listened to the audiobook for it?
Rosalind Lander.
She's so good. Like
she does great guy voices. She does.
Yeah. But her narration is like amazing. It brings it to life so well. Yeah, the audio is really great.
She does some of Sarah McLean's beginning ones. She does all of Mary Below. She does a ton of historicals. They're great.
Exactly. Oh no. Somebody gave up after book 2. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends too on what you like out of a series, right? But this is, I mean, so far, like, this is the kind of setup I like. I love having these like sprawling families with all these interesting characters that you get to know. Like I love that kind of thing. This is part of why I like the Side Changeling series also, because you get to like keep
the series overall too. It has a trope for everybody. So that's why people's favorites differ so much. Like there's an arranged marriage one, there's a second chance romance, there's a one that has a bit of a mystery plot going, there's a friends to love it. Like it has a trope.
I love it. See, that's so fun.
I love that
too. There's a like dad with 2 kids one, that's this one. So like it's great. It's
that's cool. Well, I am definitely thinking I'll probably want to keep reading them. They're so fun. I wish it was easier to access them on audio, but yeah, I've started all of my books from my TBR and I've finished 3 of them because I read in holidays. I finished both of these.
Nice.
Good. And I mean, they're short, so it's like pretty easy. And then I'm listening to The Duke and I, and I'm like a little ways into Hearth and Home. So that's all. That's my TBR.
I got thrown off because a bunch of new books came out, and then I got sent a book that I really wanted to read. But I still like have my board like almost mostly filled.
Well, you're trying to do like all of them, which is wild. So
yeah. Well, I have 18. Yeah. This is a double board, and then the other ones are down below. So I'm almost done with it. And technically, I could be done with it. Like I've done all the prompts, but I'm like making myself read more. So
yeah.
I mean, I definitely stacked it against what I wanted. So when I said that in my video, I was like, this is a stack your deck, man. What
was the point of this readathon, though?
Why not?
Oh, exactly. I was like, that's the point. You make it as hard or as easy as you want. And if you don't complete anything, because you literally can make a board where you get a bingo by not reading a single book. So
yeah.
Anyway.
And look, all of you who are here tonight, you can check off attending a reading sprint.
Exactly.
If that's on your bingo board.
Right.
I love the Side Changeling series too. It's great.
How far are you, Bethany?
I have read 11 of them so far.
Okay. See, so that's where I stopped.
Okay. I hear that 12 is really good.
Exactly.
And so I'm on a hold for my library. I think I'm like number 4.
Yeah. I mean, book 10, right? Book 10 is the one you're like waiting for. Book
10 is so good. Book 11 is like not the best, but I hear book 12 is really, really
like
good.
Book 9 I didn't like. So like I read 1 through 7, skipped to 10, went back and read 7, 8. And then 11.
Yeah, I can't. I was like, I'm going to read them in order because
8 and 9 like weren't even about people that I care. Like I was like, I don't care who you are. Goodbye. Especially number 9. I was like, I literally don't care about you. But that's my personal opinion. Because I was like,
well, but like one of my favorite things about the series though is the bigger plot arcs with like the side war stuff and the the other characters coming in to talk. So like because those are things I love, even if I don't like the couple, I still enjoy the book. So like book 11, I didn't like the couple at all, but I still gave it 3 stars because I liked we got to see a wedding and we got to see a pregnancy announcement from earlier characters. And it was great.
See, and I'm the opposite. I'm so bored by some of that. But then I know that some of those people we visit are going to be in later books.
Mm-hmm.
So I will pick back up. I probably will just pick up book 12 because book 11, I couldn't get through it. And then what's it called went away. The romance audiobooks. What's it called?
I know.
And I was like, I'm not buying all of them.
Yeah.
So
get you a good library card.
Yep. I'm getting them through my library at this point, but
anyway, they're good.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed that went away, but yeah.
They're so like I look back at even book 1, even like 2 months after reading, I was like, this is a really cheesy book, but I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I think like Immortals After Dark. Have you read any Immortals After Dark at all? Okay.
I don't think Bethany would like Immortals After Dark.
I don't think you would either. I think you'd hate those.
Like so not. Nope. If you read those, I would be like, whoa, what is going on? Right. Do you feel okay?
I mean, especially for her to get through the first like 6, right, Izzy? Like getting through all those guys who are pretty.
Although I do feel like she would maybe like Conrad and Noemi because it's such an interesting story. but it still would be a lot.
Yeah. Sorry, we're talking about you like you're not here,
That's
but
okay. It's okay.
I can see why you like Side Changeling and like IAD. I just think you would be like, I hate these people.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, Side Changeling, like, even when I really hate the alpha heroes, I can still get past it because I love the world enough, you know, and I'm interested enough in the like mystery elements of it that I can deal with it.
And I love seeing an alpha hero crack open like an egg. So that's
I like to watch them suffer.
I like them the more toxic they can possibly be, and then watch them like just like all their guts come out. Like I just love it. IAD, literally their guts come out sometimes, or a heart maybe.
Look, what is more romantic than a bag of heads being delivered to you? Tell me.
Or your own heart. That's what's more romantic than that. You have ripped my heart out literally, and I must grow a new heart so that I can love you the way you deserve. Like, oh my god,
that's so funny. Oh my gosh. I think that's the thing is it's like it just doesn't do it for me. Like there has to be something else that I'm into. Like the things that I swoon over are just not that.
Well, and I think the thing too is like what you said about Side Changeling, where like you like the overarching story. The overarching story in IAD is still like we have no like it is not even close to like done yet, and we're 22 books in. Whereas like Side Changeling, I feel like there's value to it. Like you find out and IAD you get little bits at the beginning and the end, and all the middle is about the character. You know,
so like that. See, like that probably wouldn't be enough. That wouldn't be enough to carry me through if I didn't like other elements of it. So that's good to know.
Off his voice though.
Such a good narrator.
The Scottish voices he does. I'm just gonna think about it for a minute because it's really good.
Fair enough.
But
that's good that you're
fair. You know what? Just have fun with it. Yeah,
that's the whole point. We just want y'all to read romance.
Yeah, nobody's.
Wow, you only have 3 left to cross out, Danielle. Dang, that is amazing.
No, wow. You didn't like that either. That's fair. Okay. So I put off reading that for a year and a half because I started listening to Fated Mates, and every episode that was about IAD, I'd be like, skip, don't care about this. And then I was like, you know what? I trust these authors so much. Why wouldn't I like the book that they keep recommending to me to read, which is the point of the podcast. So,
fair enough. Not a big parent. Yeah, I mean,
that's fair too.
That's fair. I mean, and I would say Side Changeling, people call it paranormal, but it's really more sci-fi. And it's got a lot of like mystery elements to it, but it's interesting.
Yeah, strangely the shifting part is, and so also I shared this, like I read Side Changeling near like right before pandemic or it must have been when it was just starting. And the physical touch aspects of the Side Changeling I needed it. I needed the hug, like that you could be starved. I literally was like, that's what I have. I have touch hunger.
I can see that. Well, because you live by yourself. Yeah. So, I mean,
so totally spoke to me. All of the Side Changeling were like, that's how you would like punish somebody is they'd be in trouble to not have it. But yet you would never punish them for long because it was cruel. Like it's cruel not to, you know, and that the alpha that he would go spend time with, like even people he's not sexually with, like he would just still hug and like that's what I just want to everyone and because help. I'm like no. Well, I'm basically just chatting with you guys until after go because
that's okay. No, I'm glad you popped in. This has been fun. I mean, basically, we'll just do like a chat, and then we'll do a few readings.
We'll do a few readings after. I can stick around.
Okay.
I love this because
this has been fun. People have had a lot to say in the comments too. Yay! Oh, exciting! 26% in. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, the mystery in the world, same. Good. And you know, I will say too about the couple in there. I think I felt like middle of the road about them when I read the first book, but then you keep getting their perspective in future books, and then I ended up really falling in love with them.
Right.
Like,
well, because she doesn't even know what she needs yet, so she's a completely different person than once.
She's still learning. Yeah, she's still growing. And I love that. Like, I love that Nalini Singh lets you see people grow into themselves, into their relationships, and like. you know, it doesn't end with like, oh, and now we're together and hopefully things will be okay in the future. But like you actually see them like deal with conflict and changes in life. And I just think that's great.
Right. And there's still a chance of like people's death happening because of things happening. Like, book 10. I'm not spoiling, but book 10. I was like, what's happening? I was worried. I was like, this is romance. It's romance, but it's also this. So what's going to happen? Like, my couple's okay, but what about the other couples?
I know.
Yeah, okay, you're helping me. I want to keep going. I need to read book 10.
I mean, you're that far. Like, it's not that much to catch up at this point, right? Like, there's 16 of them so far, I think.
Yeah, well, because that whole first series is like done. She even calls it a season. Oh, yeah. On her website, she calls it a season. And
yeah, I think there are a couple books into, what is it, the Psi Trinity or something?
Yes.
It's like a couple books into that, I think. So. I want to know why she's so different. There's so much you will learn. There's much that you don't know. There's so much you learn over the series.
I'm trying to be super safe.
I'm excited to dive into that in the new year.
I love this like resurgence of paranormal. At least what I feel is because I read it like I've said this. I read it like back in the day when I was reading like Christine Feehan and Sherilyn Kenyon, and these series were happening all at the same time. But it was like I couldn't read them all at the same time. Yeah. So when I came back in and binged IAD in like 2 weeks, I was like, this is great because there's these series that all have like 20 to 40 books in them that I can go binge them. And when I read 600 books a year, I can go binge that and do it in months.
It still just like floors me how much you read, Jen. I mean, I read a lot. People are like, how do you read so much?
I know.
And I'm like,
same.
I think it's funny because I can't remember which year-end wrap-up it was for you. I think it was 2018. And you had read like 300 plus books. And I was like, oh my God, I'll never do that. And
look at you now.
I did 2 a day this year.
I mean, pre-booktube, I was like, that'll never happen. And now here I am, like, I'm gonna hit over 300 this year, and I'm like,
my goal for this year was to read 120, and then it was 150, and then I was like, let's make it 250, and then I was like, I just stopped changing it because I'm thinking of doing the make my Goodreads goal 1 book. You know, people do that, and just as much as I want. I don't know.
I mean, I set mine super low. Like, I think my goal for this year was like 100 or 150. Like, so I set it at something that I know I'm going to hit pretty quick. Right. But I like the stats element of it. Like, they make like that cool stats thing for you at the end of the year. So I still like doing it, even though I don't. But I'm like, I don't need pressure. I'm reading enough all on my own. I don't need like.
Can you still do 1 book and they'll like do that stats for you, or do you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's what I don't know. It's not like I'd worry about hitting one. It's just that then when I hit it, everyone's like, "Yay!" They're so proud of you, and I was like, "Guys, I set it for 100." Like,
I mean,
I have gotten some fun comments. They're like, "You already hit it," and I'm like, "Well, 200's like a given for me, pretty much."
Right?
Like, I kind of have to try to not hit 200 books a year.
It is a surprise. Like last year, I read 167. So, and my goal is 120. So it was like, that is still a lot of books. That's still average more than 10 a month. But my biggest month this year was 70. So it's like, how do I set a goal? Because is it going to be the same? Am I going to keep like, reading that much? Or do I set it at 500 and then I only hit 120? And
I would just set it at like 100 and then move it up 100 every time you hit it.
That's kind of what I've been doing. I've been moving it up by 50. So like I did 100 a year ago. This year I did 150. Next year I'll probably set it at 200. Like, but I think I might. I could possibly hit 365 this year. I only need to finish 27 more books.
Oh, you're gonna hit it. There's no way.
So like I'll probably hit it. Which is
I will be stunned if you don't hit it, or if you're like 1 away.
Which will make for a great video of like, I read a book a day for a year. It's like great video.
That's always been like my pie in the sky goal is a book a day. And then after that, I'm like, whatever.
Well, I always love, because that's what they say on like Fated Mates is she's like, every night I read a book. And I always be like, wow. And I'm like, but that is what I did. Like I did do that. I couldn't even finish a book. Or I would like right now I have 6 books going, but I'm going to finish like 5 in a day because once I hit Saturday, I have time and I'll finish them all.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, wow, that seems like so much. But I read way more than her. She says she reads a book a day and like, I read way more than her.
Well, and she started doing that because she had like a column. So she had to read more. And that was her solution was like, let me read a book a day.
Right. Yeah. Well, and when you read that fast, like it only takes a couple hours. It depends.
It does.
Like, Heart of Blood and Ashes might take you 2 days. But then you read a couple.
But if you're reading multiple things at once, which is what I do, so
Same.
like yeah, Rachel, I mean, I know only 27, but the thing is, like, it's only December 3rd, and I've already read 3 books this month. Like, I mean, like,
and I'm December 3rd. Wow. It feels like it's further into the month.
I know.
I mean, and that's the thing, like, I always have so many things going.
Right.
Same.
Which is
I'm in the middle of like 5 books at least.
I have so many things planned for 2021. I kind of like feel like I'm closer to that.
I know.
And
yeah. Well, and I'm starting to film and edit all my end of year videos too. So like that's kind of a whole other thing.
All today. I haven't been able to film in 4 days because they're working on the shingles on my roof, and I've been so mad because that's the best time of light that I have. Is I don't have great lighting in here. And they've just been here making noise, ruining my work as well, because like even with noise canceling headphones, it's right outside my windows where they have the machine set up that lifts them up to the roof. So it's like, if they play rock music constantly to torture people, like in movies or whatever. That's what I'm feeling because I'm just constantly hearing like all day.
Awful.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this is true. Yeah, audiobooks have been huge game changer. Like almost half the books I read now are audio. Which look though, but if I'm reading like 30 books, that still means I'm reading 15 books physically. So the people who are like, well, you didn't actually because they're on audio. I'm like really though.
More than you.
Like, I still read more than you do physically. So like.
They just want to judge you because you've read more than them and they're mad about it. I feel like whenever I tell people my audio stats are just like, what? I'm like, I don't have anything going on. I just listen to audiobooks all the time.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I can't even like just show them like the chick chat. Like seriously, there's some friends who they have their eyes and ears and it physically hurts them to hold a book. So F you for saying that's not reading if they need something to read it to them, or all the blind people who like can't read a book. Like why?
I mean, I have days.
Thank you. Audio is reading with your ears. That yes. I mean, Braille. I mean, it's like you can read with your fingers with Braille. You can listen to like it's not. I mean, like don't.
Oh, I get into it with people on that one. I have bad ADHD days where I can't focus on reading a book physically. So that's why I listen to so many. That's part of this year why I've switched to audio so heavily. Is like I like to sit down and read a book is nearly impossible this year.
Right.
It's been a lot,
and it probably stresses you out then when you can't read it. If you sit down and read it and you're like, I can't focus, I can't do it. So
then I get mad about it because I'm like, why can't I do this thing I love that relaxes me? And then I switched to audio.
I mean, I think that makes so much sense. And there's some people who do just audio or primarily audio. I think for me, it's useful because I am so busy and I have kids and I have a lot going on. And so like it lets me multitask where I can listen to audiobooks. One thing that I have come to realize, because I've had a few conversations with people, is I realize not everybody, part of it depends on how you process information. So like I think what I've realized is there are people who have trouble focusing on audiobooks and actually like paying attention to what's being said. Whereas like if I miss something, I'll like rewind it and listen to it again.
Right.
To make sure I catch it. I'm not just like, oh, well, it was playing while I was doing a thing, so that counts. Like I'm actually like digesting it, And
I like to double up because I don't have to run after the kids are doing that. Like one thing that actually will help me pick up a book faster is I will like look for a deal on Audible or something and then look at myself and be like, oh, I want to read this book. Is it an audio? Sweet. Now I can sit and start it and then I can listen while I'm working and then I'll pick it up and see, ooh, I've listened to 60 pages already. Cool. And then once my work day is done, I'm like so excited to sit down and follow along. Like I love following along and having some
I see, and I like doing that too when I can. And for some books that are more like dense, especially like I actually did that a lot with I listened to the Barack Obama memoir, which he reads it himself and it's wonderful. But I like read along for a lot of it, and it was good.
That's what I want to do for Priory of the Orange Tree. I think like I want to listen to it and read it.
Yeah,
and like when I reread the 5th season, I had the same plan to like listen to it and reread it.
Yeah,
I think especially for like denser fantasy, that's a good.
Yeah, Crescent City. I listened to the first 20 hours of it, and the last 8 hours, I was on my butt on my couch, sobbing tears, and literally there are snot bubbles on my book because I was like, following a lot. Like it was the best reading experience. Like those are my favorite reading experience.
I love it. I picked up the audiobook when it was on sale because I read the ARC physically before it came out. But like I want to do a reread before the next book comes out. So like I have the audiobook. I bought the audiobook.
I did that with Starsight too. I got it when it was only $5. So I always watch it. Like I don't buy many fantasy ones anymore because I read more romance than anything else. But I always watch for the sales, and that will actually help me pick the book up sooner. Because I'm like, oh, it's only $5. I haven't read a fantasy in a while. Let me do that. So, but all right. I have to go. I'm so sorry. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you could.
45 minutes.
That's all right.
Bye, Jen.
My favorite holiday movies are The Holiday, The Grinch, and Elf. So there's my holiday stuff for you.
Oh, could have ruined The Grinch.
I like The Holiday. My kids are scared of The Grinch. Aww. We tried doing it last year, and they were like terrified. I was like,
"You should do the photo shoot with the Grinch when they sneak up on them and scare the Jesus out of them."
Bye, guys. Thanks so much.
Bye.
It's a perfect childhood memory. Scar them for life.
Oh man, that's so funny. Okay, yeah, we're just like everybody's just chatting a lot. Like memoirs read by well, and Obama especially, like
I've got to
a
listen
good
to
voice
one.
for it. It's really good. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think that would be great. I think audiobooks are really big right now. Read the first Illuminate. I've heard that the audio production is really fantastic on the Illuminate books.
That's one that I think I want to like read and listen at the same time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Starting fantasy on ebook and switching to audio, but I think that makes sense. Sometimes I'll do that, or I'll like read along for the first couple chapters in the physical book or ebook or whatever, and then pick up the audio. But yeah, cool. Yeah, I need to check out Libby and see if like we're signed up for that. I've used other stuff. Neil Gaiman is so good. Yes. Yeah. You know what's funny?
Do you get the Brooklyn library card? Or no, are you not able to?
No, I've got the New York Public Library one.
You might have access to Brooklyn then still. Their Libby app has a ton.
Maybe. Oh.
You might have cross-county access or whatever cross-borough access.
Possibly. I gotta see. Everything's weird because of the pandemic right now with the library system, but yeah, I've heard that's really good. Okay, so should we do a reading sprint? An hour in, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. So we'll do like I guess a 20-minute reading sprint, guys. Let us know what you're going to be reading. Okay, I'm split. I could either keep reading Hearth and Home. This is the physical book I'm reading right now. Or because it's a holiday romance thing, I could read a novella, The Earl's Christmas Pearl, which I've been wanting to read. And maybe
I think you need to read that because I just love how it rhymes.
Yeah. Well, and also I was on live with Mara the other night and she was talking about this and how good it was. So I was like, okay, well, I should actually read it because it's been sitting on my TBR shelf. So maybe I will do that.
I would read that. I'm going to listen to more of The Roommate by Rosie Dana. Is that her name?
Yeah, Rosie
That's
Dana.
her name. I'm like 45% through. I started it today. I will probably finish it maybe late tonight or early tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah. There was a lot I liked about that. Like there were some things I didn't like about it, but I liked what she was doing and like
I like what's being attempted.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes. Same.
Is it a 5-star best book I've ever read? No.
No.
Is it a 4-star stars so far? I think so. Probably.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think I was kind of in between like 3.5 and 4 on that one. It was kind of like, yeah, like there were a few things at the end that I was like, this is not my favorite, but
yeah, that's what I've got to see for sure. Yeah. I think a lot of people were so like hot on it that I'm curious. Also, I did think it was going to be a little steamier than it is. Like you give that setup.
Okay, but Izzy, you got to think this is like a mainstream. This is not indie published. This is like like it's pretty for like a mainstream published book. Like the stuff that it's tackling is
it's super progressive for a mainstream. Yeah. I won't deny that. I just like it's Berkeley, so like it's so hit and miss on their steam levels on some stuff. I feel like some stuff is super steamy, some is less. I'm not saying it's not steamy. There's like good tension. Like there's really good tension. So I'm happy, but I think it's hard because like I think everybody like pre it coming out like that got arcs, which I got an arc and I didn't read it because of these reviews. I was like, I gotta wait.
I read the New York of it. So
yeah, I maybe should have read it right when I got it, but I was expecting even more than what's happening, if that makes sense.
Oh, bye. Hope you feel better. I'm sorry.
Feel better. Ugh.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Starting, yay! Yes! Spoiler alert! Yes, I love it so much. That's exciting. Nice. That's great. Yeah, this is my 6+ months on my TBR. My husband bought this for me. I can't remember if it was like a Christmas ago or for my birthday, but like I was like, yay, I really want it. And then I like put that on my shelf, even though
same problem, constant.
It happens. Yeah, it seems like we were not the same. We're not alone. We're Steve.
No, it definitely. Yeah, you rated it at 3.5. It looks like I had to go check.
Hey Beth, Christmas polar bear with a plus-size female shifter. Is the title Christmas polar bear? Oh my gosh, I need to look this up now.
I think that sounds amazing. I love this. I read one last year that was a reindeer shifter, and I cannot remember the name of it.
I don't think that's the title of it. Okay, so tell us what is the actual title of it, Beth? Because it's not.
No, it is. It's Christmas Polar Bear. I just found it. Hold
really?
On.
Who's the author?
Estra Pengri?
ESTRA?
KEST. I just linked it in the private chat on StreamYard if you want.
Okay.
To make it easy for you.
Thank you. I always forget that exists.
That sounds delightful.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thank you, Beth. We'll check that out. That's
exactly what I need. Oh, there's a Halloween one too. I missed it. And a Valentine's Day one. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I'm here for this.
What? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to check this out too. This seems like a lot of fun.
I just one-clicked it. So I was like, oh, okay, 99 cents. I'll buy you.
Oh man. Yeah. Is there do they link it to the Amazon page or something?
Yeah, if you scroll down and hit
Kindle store. You know what? I've never actually done that before.
Really?
Yeah. You know, it's probably because I've only recently started actually like getting stuff for Kindle as much. So
see, and I'm such a heavy Kindle reader.
Yeah. I do.
You've never read a shifter romance?
Oh no, I've read shifter romances.
No, Pisces said she never read a shifter romance.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
They're like hit and miss for me. A merry little filthiness.
Well, on my TBR that goes. There's one thing I have. It's steam and dirty.
Oh no, Rachel, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. You know what happened? So last weekend we were supposed to do family holiday pictures on Sunday. Saturday night, right before bed, our youngest falls and hits his eye and wakes up the next morning, can barely open it. He's fine now, but I was like, I guess we're postponing Christmas pictures.
Oh, poor baby.
He was fine, like, but it looked worse than it was, but I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh. I love it.
Oh,
That's
goodness.
so typical. I feel like that's such like a kid thing too to have happen though. Like,
yeah, totally. Ooh, fun. That's exciting. Congrats. Beth, really? It's your first shifter romance. Wow.
what a one to pick.
Look, we're getting a photographer because I need headshots. So, like, hopefully Sunday works. It's going to be colder, so we'll see how it goes. But I was like, let's just do a 2-in-1. We'll do some family photos, and I can get headshots while we have a photographer.
You might as well. Like, you already are there.
Yeah. Also, I have credits for doing delayed shipping on Amazon, so I am going to not pay anything for Christmas polar bear. Awesome.
Beautiful. That's the best. Perfect. I just spent my credits earlier today. That's good.
Oh man, yeah. Derail your whole December TBR for these books. Sorry, this is what happened.
It's fine. My only TBR for December is literally like this, and then I'm gonna read some wild Christmas books. That's it. Everything else is freewheeling, so I'm ready to go.
I love it.
I need all the weird.
Well, it sounds like we've got plenty for you. So,
all right,
guys. We're going to do
20.
It's 9:40, so we'll do 20. So we're gonna read until 10.
All right, that works.
So read until 8. Look. All right.
Yay!
How did
We actually read.
do? Yeah.
And not too great because I got a phone call during it that I had to take. But I was like, crap.
That's okay. That's okay.
And then Angus decided to throw a fit. So that was fun.
So this book is super charming.
Oh,
it's great.
Yay. I'm excited.
Yeah. It's kind of a play on Home Alone.
Oh.
Which is fun. So she gets like left behind in the London townhouse before Christmas and ends up meeting the neighbor who's like a grumpy earl. So it's funny, the beginning of chapter 1 says, on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me an earl who was very grumpy. And I was like, oh, this is going to be great. So,
99 cents right now as well.
Cute.
So I went ahead and bought that.
Oh, congrats. That's awesome. Okay, what are people? Let's see what people are. Oh, yes. Hi, Shay. Also, Would I Lie to the Duke was fantastic. I loved that. That was a really good one. Yay. I want to read that, Rachel. It's on my TBR. I love Claire Legrand.
I need to read her.
I think you would.
I feel like I would like her.
You should.
I need to bust out of my romance bubble again a little bit more into my other genres I like.
Yeah, cool. Chesapeake Shores series by Cheryl Woods. Awesome. Yay, just finished your book. Love it. Yeah, everybody let us know how you did.
Perfect.
Nice, Beth. 20% done. How's the Polar Bear Shifter? Loving you. Yeah, the whole series so far has been great. I have an e-arc of the third book, which I'll probably be reading at some point. Yeah.
I love Evilly so much.
Home Alone, this is fun. It is super cute. Like I'm really glad I decided to. I was like this, and it's very quick too. It's not like a very long book, so yay, awesome. Oh, cool. I love it.
Ooh.
A manga by a Black woman with a half-Black plus-size woman. Cool. That sounds great. That's okay. Notes for the last video. Okay, cool. Yeah, 25 books. That's a lot. Yeah, I just uploaded, edited and uploaded today my wrap-up. It is very long.
Just watched November. I'm like 3 weeks behind on videos right now. It's really bad.
It's okay. I'm more than that behind on videos. I'll watch like a few new ones as they come out. And
I jump back and forth is what I do. I don't know. There's no logic.
It's so hard. But yeah, no, my November wrap up is almost 50 minutes long. So
you just talk so much more than I do about books.
You are so quick.
I don't know why or how. I try. I really try. I really do. I just feel like I think it's also because I read so much romance. There's only so much I can tell you without ruining like what the conflict is or what the slight bit of is that makes it unique. I feel like if I read a bigger mix, I would talk more. I don't know.
That's fair.
Or my brain just refuses.
Well, what's funny is I have people sometimes tell me, like, how are you so concise talking about all those books? And I'm like,
you are, though.
I mean, I guess so. I practice, I guess. I don't know. Well, I always have limited time to film, too. Oh, sorry, where am I? Nice. 60% into your book. 30 pages in. Yeah, I got 30 pages into this one, which is fun. A Small Town Romance is always nice. Good. I'm reading something cute. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh, is there a live show? I didn't know about the live show.
Crystal and Jenn, I think, are doing the first book.
Oh, fun.
Which title? My brain. Wow.
My Fake Rake.
My Fake Rake. Yeah, I was like, I know the title. My brain literally said, no, you don't.
Okay. Yeah, they're both just really great. I'm always behind on videos. That's fine. Raybearer is so good. It's so good. It's such an impressive debut. Seriously.
We've had so many good debuts this year.
We have. It's been.
I feel like it's been like an overflowing abundance.
Yeah. 19 pages into Wildflower Christmas. Nice. Yeah, there's been so many amazing debuts. Just joining. So this is for the Romance Takeover Readathon. You can kind of read whatever you want when we do the sprints, but it's part of.
We just kind of themed them to do recs with them.
Yeah, which is why we spent like the whole first hour of this just talking.
Hour and a half. Comments were a lot.
There was a lot of, yeah. I mean, there were a lot of you. We all had a lot to say, which is fine. Yay! I'm glad you're enjoying that. Awesome. Yeah, Raybearer is so good. It is. Sorry. I hope things get better. It's a real hard time of year for some people. Legendborn. I am waiting. I am waiting and waiting for my hold on Legendborn to come through.
Both of those are like high on my list. Right. I probably won't get to them until the new year, but
it's one that I'm, where am I? I'm number 7 in line for 2 copies from my library on the audiobook. So I'll get there eventually. It'll probably be next year, but yeah. There are a lot of really good debuts. It was fun. Everyone was feeling chatty.
It was delightful. I needed it this Thursday. I didn't know I did, but
well, good. I'm glad that worked out.
These are my only like social interactions.
No, same.
Really, so it's like I feel ridiculous. And I'm like, I'll come on anybody's live. Just ask me.
Well, no, like, this is why the other night I went on Mara's because I was like, hey, do you want some company? Because I was like, I really want to like talk to someone I'm friends with. So we did that's why I was on her live stream. But yes.
Yeah,
I get it. It's half my social life too. Oh, cool. Your oldest is currently reading them. Awesome. Raybearer is really, really good. And I hear awesome things about Legendborn. So. Oh, okay. Well, this is just reading. Sorry.
We just all assume, like, when you're saying things are going good, it's everything. We're like, oh,
no. I mean, it's one of those years. 2020 has been, like, a rough year. But I hope your reading picks up also.
Read something bonkers. It always picks up.
I feel like that's kind of what you end up doing. I don't know. Sometimes I just need to read something, like, silly. Maybe not. I don't usually do as bonkers as much, but just like fluffy, you know?
I will either go full fluff or like my recent was like vampire, like the dirtiest vampire books I've ever read in my life. Who knew? Who knew I'd be into that? But I was. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to like these. And I was like, oh, I love these.
Look, whatever makes you happy. Yay! Oh, that's great. Yeah, I know you loved Legendborn, and I've heard a couple other people. That's why I'm like, okay. And I finally got it as an add-on from Book of the Month, too, because I was like, let me do it that way. Ooh, exciting. Nice.
Yes, just get on Kindle Unlimited if you got it. And
Rachel, I made a YouTube channel because I needed more social interaction.
Same. I'm not gonna lie, same.
I mean, and now it's worked. Eventually, I made a bunch of friends. I mean, that's not the only reason, but I needed something to do because I had children, and I was like used to.
I don't even have kids, and I was like, I need something. I need somewhere else to talk about books.
Yeah.
Besides, like yelling at my bestie because she reads romance too, and I'm like, oh my god, but like she doesn't. She's not always reading the bonker stuff I read. She's like, you read that and tell me about it. Give me the plot summary.
Oh man. Well, you know what? I always get a kick out of watching you and Jen because you guys both read some stuff that like I will not read, but it's always interesting hearing you guys talk about it.
I mean, a lot of what I read, I would never be like, Bethany, you should read.
No, I know.
Which is the funnier part is I feel like I'm like, no. Like I like YouTube friends. I'm like, you would not like that. No. But I know who to go to. I'll be like, Tamika, you need to read. And then she's messaging me like, oh my god, and I'm like, I told you. Yeah. It's like my that works.
I love it. Oh, it's so funny. Beth, that's not bad. I feel like a lot of people end up making channels for stuff like that. Why not? You always could. You read a lot. Man, Ashley, I'm excited to read it.
No, y'all are really hyping me up here. I'm gonna have to see if I can get it on Scribd maybe sooner.
Yeah. I'm glad YouTube has been helpful. Yeah, I think for a lot of people that's been true. Oh, I love it. That's amazing.
Wow.
You're reading fiction, and that's incredible.
Wild.
Wow.
And my mom just hit 300 books today and texted me to taunt me. So,
oh, that's so funny. Yeah, that's exciting. Guys, okay. Yeah, Legendborn's gonna have to happen soon. I'm guessing I'll get it in January. Like, I'll probably end up getting the audiobook in January. So it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I feel like y'all are moving. I thought I was going to read Raybearer first, but maybe not now.
Look, Raybearer is very good. I mean, I haven't read that.
I can't like back-to-back fantasies.
Fair.
I get confused. Yes, Shay, I'm going to go on a Yona binge. Don't worry. Part of my evil plans are reading 25 plus volumes of manga this month to beat my mom. Because that's my joy, okay? I'm gonna read competition.
Oh man. I'm probably just gonna I'll do I don't know, I'll probably end up doing a bunch of like holiday novels and novellas, catch up on my graphic novels that I never get around to. Because I really want to hit that 365 book mark because I'm so close to it. I gotta do it.
If you don't hit it, I'm gonna like troll you in the comments for the wrap up.
I will so hit it. I'll make it happen. Absolutely.
Like I will literally be like in your comments, like, really, Bethany? What a way?
That would be so sad. I would be like, give me a graphic novel. We're making this happen. I'll read a short story or something. No, I'll do it. That's so funny. Can't wait to read Start the First Shop. What books are you looking forward to next year? I just put up my whole 21 romances I'm looking forward to. And I have
you're ahead of the game on that one. I
have a series of 4 videos coming up on that. So I've got one for romance that's up, and then I'll have a sci-fi one, a fantasy one, and a thriller/horror one. So
okay, let me see if Goodreads will cooperate and I can pull up my shelf. Here we go. I'm really excited for the new Helen Wong, which is coming in next summer-ish. Let's see.
I think, yeah.
Because that got delayed this year and I was very sad. No, yeah. Why is Goodreads down?
What?
Yeah, it's not working. The new Tessa Dare that got delayed, and I can't remember the title. I'm excited about that. It was supposed to come out this year.
No. What book?
The new Tessa Dare.
Oh yeah, The Bride Bet.
Yeah, The Bride Bet. That's what it's called. Oh, you know what I'm excited for? If the Shoe Fits by Julie Murphy, her adult debut romance.
Oh.
I'm very curious.
Interesting.
Nervous, but curious.
Yeah, that's one that I'll keep my eye on and see.
Well, she's friends with a ton of romance authors.
She is.
So I feel like I think she does read the genre a lot. Yeah. And I
think she's buds too with Zoraida Cordova, who does YA and romance, Sierra Simone, and then they're also friends with Tessa Gratton and Natalie C. Parker. So it's an interesting, just a whole. You see pictures of them hanging out together on Instagram. It's so.
Why do you all know each other? Gray Hair Don't Care by Karen Booth. I'm especially excited for. We have a gray-haired heroine on the cover.
I love that. Oh, interesting. Legendborn was sold in a 3-book deal, so I guess it's...
Oh, okay, cool. I did not know that. Oh, The Wife Upstairs. I'm excited for by Rachel Hawkins, which is a thriller.
Oh, yes.
Which we just got from Libro.
Yes, and I got it from Libro and Book of the Month, so it's exciting. Yeah, I'm also... there's so many things.
The new
Wild
Courtney
Rain got pushed by. Oh yeah, the new Courtney Summers, The Project. That looks interesting. Anything with cults, I find fascinating. Yes, the new Olivia Dade. I'm here for that.
That's a given.
Yep. Some serious YA fantasy. Okay. Awesome. Anna Holidays is great, Isabella. I really enjoyed it. Oh yes, Witch is Steeped in Gold looks interesting. I still haven't read
that cover.
It's a beautiful cover. I still haven't read Kingdom of Souls, but I kind of want to at some point. Yes, the Gilded Ones. I have an e-arc of that and have forever, and I need to read it. Yes, you were telling me, Isabella, that The Project is super dark.
I'm excited. I love Courtney Summers stuff that I've read so far. Yeah. Basically the one book, Sadie.
Really interesting.
Solid read.
So we don't have cable. I don't have cable. So I watch holiday movies on Netflix. But I used to watch Hallmark movies. Favorite book adaptation, Little Women is my favorite holiday book.
I'm going to say the Hallmark one this year, the Timeless Christmas that I watched was really, really good. And the Friendly TV app is like $7.99 and you could record the Hallmark movies if you do want to watch them. That's what I ended up doing because I was like, I need something.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I love that whole series. Absolutely. Isn't it romantic? Definitely. Oh, nice. Got Largo the second one. Cool. Okay, somebody else said Timeless Christmas was so good.
It's by Eva Lee. It's the book. She wrote the book and then they made the movie. So
awesome.
It's her third pen name.
I'm just like super excited for the Bridgerton.
I am too.
Series.
I have issues
now that I'm reading the book.
I have issues with book 1, but I'm still really excited.
Yeah. Oh, one thing that I discovered recently that's very exciting. We're getting a sequel to The Year of the Witching. Oh. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I thought that was a standalone.
Nope, it's going to be a sequel now.
Interesting.
Apparently. Yeah, so I'm really curious to see where that's going to go. I love this. This might be my pick for best debut of the year.
I have a hold on it on the library. I've not gotten to it yet because I've continually had readathons interrupt me reading. Like it literally comes in at the start of every readathon and I'm like, this is not romance.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, I'm excited for the new Princess Switch.
Oh, I watched it. Switched and switched again. It's, you know what? Her acting is much better.
I mean, you know what?
It was
I'm
fun.
not expecting.
No, I mean, you shouldn't. But you could tell she had fun with it, and I did think her acting had improved.
I think that's what I'm looking for. When you have to play yourself as a twin. And how did we forget Sarah J. Maas in our anticipated releases?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That's a given.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the next Crescent City, but
I don't think it's going to happen the next year. I don't know.
Yeah, which is fine. Wings of Ebony, yeah, that's kind of on my radar. I'm like waiting to see. There's a few things that I'm like, I'm low-key interested and I want to kind of see what the reviews on some things are. But yeah. Oh, that's okay. Hopefully you get it. But if not, I mean, there's a lot of great stuff right now. Okay, cool. The Friendly app, interesting.
Yep, that's what I've been using. $7.99 for a month. I was like, I can do this for a month and watch Hallmark movies. And you can just record them and then go back and watch them. So
that's great.
I've got like the Christmas Waltz to watch.
Is that book scary? Oh, Year of the Witching? So it's horror. It's like light horror. But is it scary? I don't know. I mean, it really depends on what scares you, I guess. I think what's interesting to me about this is that while there's like some traditional kind of gory horror type stuff in it, the most terrifying thing about this is like the misogyny and abuse of power that takes place. So, I don't know, which I think is on purpose.
Real life bits are the scariest parts.
Yeah, which I think is like a purposeful thing of like contrasting it. So I don't know. I mean, I didn't think it was that scary, but it depends on like who you are, I guess. Yeah, I told my husband we're watching Bridgerton on Christmas. He was like,
we're watching Wonder Woman and then we're watching Bridgertons all day. I said, deal.
Nice. Yes, Rachel. Yay. Yeah, I'm excited for that too. When Night Breaks, Malibu Rising, and Concrete Rose. Okay, cool. Yeah, When Night Breaks, I'm excited for. That's the sequel to Where Dreams Descend. Yeah, and I know you've been talking about Amari and the Night Brothers. I think that one's like a middle grade fantasy. Selena series.
Oh, I cannot wait to watch that. I'm so excited. That'll be good. That should be fun.
Oh yes, Firekeeper's Daughter is on my list too. That's like a YA thriller. It's a debut by a Native American author.
I have that on my list too. I think there's too much.
That's good, yeah. Sisters of the Snake. Interesting. I have not seen anything about that. Cool. The Christmas Waltz is so good.
I'm so excited. Okay. I'm going to watch it maybe tomorrow while I bake.
Awesome. I have never read Colleen Hoover because I have a feeling I won't get along with her stuff.
You might like her newer stuff. So like I've moved past Colleen Hoover in my romance reading, if that makes sense. I don't like, I mean, people who like her. I just am past that level of angst personally.
Okay, what holiday romance novel are you most excited to read this month? I am really excited to hopefully get to the new Sarah Morgan. That's one I've been talking about a lot. And then I have one that like I really want to read just because I love the title and the cover that Harlequin sent me, Christmas on Peachtree Lane, because this is just like
cute.
Isn't it adorable? It's like the most Christmassy thing ever. So I kind of want to read that. But
I think in the holidays I'm excited to read, and then I want to read the 12 Dogs of Christmas.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody else mention that in the comments.
I know Shay read it, and some other people read it and said it was cute. And I love this title. Like I'm like, oh, 12 Dogs of Christmas. I need to read this. There's dogs in the title.
That's fun.
But I'm weird. I don't like I said, I'm a weird Christmas reader. Like this year, I feel like it's the first time I've really dived into those books. So, but I'm enjoying it. It's fun. Like by no means is it like a bad experience, at least.
Yeah. Glad you're enjoying it. Roman and Jewel. Oh yeah, Black Romeo and Juliet retail. I'm so like, I don't like Romeo and Juliet is not my favorite, but I do want to read these Violent Delights because it's like I'm so intrigued by the premise. But yeah, like I think if you're into Romeo and Juliet, this one looks interesting too.
I really want to read these Violent Delights. I love that cover. And
well, if you want to join, I'm planning to do a buddy read with Charles in January.
Sure, come bug me when y'all do it, and I will hop in.
Okay.
Because I need a reason to pick it up.
Lost in the Neverwoods. I just got an e-arc of that one.
Ooh, I did not know the arcs were out. Okay, cool.
Yep, I just got that. I got that email today.
Be checking that out here soon because I need it. I literally finished Cemetery Boys and was like, I need more of him now.
Yeah, so what's interesting is he was saying that he actually wrote this book before Cemetery Boys, and he's talked about being worried that people won't like it as much because it doesn't have like trans rep in it, because it was before he thought he could write about that. But he still feels like it's an important story and hopes people will. So he's like, I'm like, oh, it sounds good. I got that. So it's like a different.
I just really enjoy his writing style, so I'm hopeful.
Oh, Wrapped is great. It is holiday themed. It's a pretty short, it's like a shorter holiday novella. The heroine is plus size and has a bakery, and they were former coworkers who had crushes on each other but didn't know it. And now they're getting together, and like, it's cute. I have not read Moonlight Over Manhattan. Have you read Moonlight Over Manhattan?
No, my first Sarah Morgan was The Christmas Sisters.
Okay.
And now I'm curious.
Oh, this is right. Yeah, Orbit's doing a special this week. It's only $2.99 on Kindle for some of their new books, which is exciting. So if you guys were looking for that. And I still going, but Tor.com is doing free ebooks every day for the Wayward Children series. I'm not sure which one they're on today. I think maybe in An Absent Dream, but it's only like available for a day. You can download it, which is cool. So
I already bought all of them and I was like, dang it.
I mean, I have them all in hardcovers. So, and the audiobooks are, I think I've done for some of them. Cemetery Boys is, I think a lot of people
I think we're going to see that on a lot of people's list, and I don't hate it.
No. Oh, nice. Yay. We love it when you get like a book you're excited for. Like an ebook. Oh yeah, these are the ones that are on sale. No Fake Gloss, Bone Shard Daughter. Yeah. So Bone Shard Daughter I really liked, and I hear Wolf of Oren-Yar is amazing. I have a physical copy and I need to read it.
Bone Shard Daughter I think is the only one I would pick up that I was like interested in.
You might like Wolf of Oren-Yar based on what I've heard about it.
I might check it out and see what it's
also
about.
I think the series title is like The Bitch Queen Chronicles.
That is perfectly up my street. Like,
I mean,
down the alley. Like, all right.
No Effect Class is like hard sci-fi. It's well done and it's really interesting tech and world and stuff, but it was a struggle for me to get through it because it's like
that's hard.
Slow. But
wow, somehow none of my libraries have The Wolf of Oren Yarrow. That's shocking.
Wow.
I'm just surprised.
I think it's Sapphic also.
Wow. That's just even more. Just put it in my veins.
There you go. Well, it's on sale for $2.99 on Kindle. So
get that.
Lore. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how lore is. Like the concept is super fascinating. Have you seen this
that cover's like gorgeous, isn't it? Like a Medusa-esque cover.
Yeah, it is. So it's a modern retelling of Greek mythology set in New York City, but like modern day Greek gods and stuff. Like if it's done well, I think it could be cool.
Yeah, I'll need like 5 people to read that and let me know how it is. So I can gauge like a sum of reactions.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to do one more reading sprint?
I can do one more.
Okay. Cool. And people are excited. Yeah. Yep. Interesting. So there you go. Lore looks interesting. Okay. So guys, we're going to do one more reading sprint because it's like 10:30 and then there, you can get a little bit of work and reading done tonight. I did say it would be a reading sprint. So 2 is multiple, so that counts, right? Okay, so let's see. When should we go till?
Do you want to start at 11 or 11:30, 10:30?
Start at 10:30 and go to 10:50, and then we can like chat for 10 minutes and get off at like 11. Yeah,
we'll go to bed. I'm a grandma.
Awesome. So. Great, I love it. That sounds like a good plan. Yes, Black Sun. I love it so much. I know there are people.
I want to. I've not been in the mental space for fantasy this year at all, which sucks. But I don't want to like read something and be like, when I know like if I read it in 2 months, I would be like, this is amazing. 6 stars.
I mean, might as well lean into what you're in.
That's what you got to do this year. There's no choice.
Especially 2021, seriously. Yeah. Well, it's funny, in November, I was like, I had so many 3-star reads. I got through a lot, but it was like a lot of like, this was okay. Yay. Yeah, I loved Black Sun. So exciting. I'm starting to see more people who don't love it as much as I did, but I thought it was like perfect for me. Some people I think who are big hardcore fantasy readers are wanting it, like wishing there were more world building and longer. But I think if you like something that's a quicker narrative that doesn't do as much extra time on that, you'll enjoy it. So it just depends on like kind of what you're looking for, I think. Yes, I agree. It is excellent. Yay.
See what I want? That's when I read like N.K. Jemisin and like I will dive back into the 5th season and actually finish the series. Yeah. But I've been like, no.
Yeah. No, they're very, I mean, like her books are amazing, but they're much denser. Whereas like the complaints I'm seeing for Black Sun are more seem to be, I wanted more. Like I wanted to know more about the world and I wanted more explanation. So if you don't want a ton of explanation, but some, like, I feel like there's enough, like it's fleshed out.
It's a series, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like, you're going to get more and more as you go. Like, I don't know. I don't like overly info dump the first.
No, I'm fine with it too. Like I guess that's the thing too. I'm also okay with books that don't answer all my questions. Like I see some people being like, this wasn't resolved.
If it's not a romance, I'm good.
Yeah.
If it's a romance and you leave me unsure, there's a problem.
Yeah.
But everything else, I'm like, that's fine. If I know it's going to be a series, I don't need everything answered.
Yeah. It's always a problem. I know, Isabella, you've got a lot going on and you do what you can. Okay, guys, so we're going to read or whatever you're doing until
whatever you do.
Whatever you want to do. Fine. And see how much more progress I can make on Earl's Christmas Pearl. This is super charming. I'm glad I decided to read this.
I'm excited to check it out.
It's cute. Yeah, it's short. It's like 150 pages, so
it's perfect.
Yep. All right, everybody. We're going to start and good luck. All right. Wow.
Awesome.
I'm seeing this whole conversation in the comments. That's really cool.
I know, isn't that wild?
That's so cool. Original receipt, which is awesome. And then from a place called Walden Books in California, live in New Jersey. That's so interesting.
On.
Wow, this is so cool. Walden Books or Borders. Yeah, I've found a couple original receipts and books too that I've bought, it's always interesting.
I found it so exciting. I don't know why. It just always feels like, oh wow, little piece of history in this book.
It's fun. Well, one time I got a used copy of a novella by Patrick Rothfuss, and I had the original receipt from Barnes and Noble with a membership, or not a, with like an employee discount code. So like whoever bought it was an employee, which was really interesting. And it was like from, yeah, it was like a first edition of it. So that was interesting. It originally sold for $2.95. I love it. Oh my gosh, in the 1950s. That is so cool. The Lady in the Mirror by Judith Arnold. Interesting. That's super cool. Oh, Shay, yes. That scene is quite steamy. Yes, I do recall. So how did everybody's reading go? Nice. 2 picture books for review. Interesting. Cool. I am loving this. It's so cute and funny, and it's totally like a Grumpy Sunshine romance. So I feel like you would probably do it.
Yes. Well, maybe I'll read it on Saturday during my live then, because I do need a Grumpy Sunshine to read
and
during
it's very quick. I mean, already like almost 70 pages. Like just. Yeah.
That's the best though. Like that's why I love a Christmas novella or like a holiday theme. Like because I can read it, I get that season feeling, and then I'm done.
Yep.
And you know, I can read more books than other people.
Also true. Oh, good. I'm glad you're liking it so far, Isabella. Liking more so far. Yes, yeah. It gets quite steamy. What I like about the one you're reading, what is it? The Would I Lie to the Duke? It's one of the few historicals too with like a more dominant heroine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that the Duke's like kind of a submissive, right? Yeah. I have not read this one yet. I was thinking of the first one.
But it like doesn't take it very far. It's like very like mild submissive elements to their relationship, but it's not like it. It's like good. Nice. Read more manga. Okay, have a good night, Tara. Good luck with work tomorrow.
Night.
Oh, fun. Another Grumpy Sunshine with Polar Bear Shifter.
Maybe I'll read that too. I don't know.
I
don't know. I have some choices.
That's awesome. Oh, good. I'm glad people's reading has been going well.
Yeah, I got like another 8% through the audiobook of The Roommate. So I've got 5 hours left, which is not 5 hours because I listen at 3 times speed. I don't know. It's whatever that is.
That's not that much. That's cool.
Under 2 hours.
Yay.
All I know. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I'm very curious to see where that goes.
It's baby. It's like that is about the level of it that I think I enjoy. Or maybe slightly more, but I don't know. I'm not.
It's not your thing, and that's okay. It's not your thing.
Yeah.
I love it. But I totally get not loving it also.
Yeah.
Like it's a you know, the thing.
Yep. But yeah, no, that one did get quite steamy. It was good.
I love a good steamy. Ooh, Ashley, I have not read it yet. Should I read it? I was curious about it. I did love Front Desk. If you haven't read Front Desk, that is a great middle grade.
I hear good things about it.
I really liked it, and I've got the next one on hold. I read it. My mom and I share a library card, so as soon as I finished it, I told her to go listen to it, It was really good. I thought it dealt really well with as much as I can speak on it, of course, like, which is not much, like racism and stuff, for like an Asian American immigrant, and like what it is to grow up, like, you know, with your parents running a hotel.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
All right, I will read it, Ashley.
Yes. I think that's true. No, I mean, that's really true. I don't really like it when it becomes too much of like a power thing. I think that's very accurate. Oh, really?
Well, I just borrowed it, so.
Wow. In a middle grade, that's a lot.
Well, I think this one's a YA.
Oh, okay.
So Front Desk is middle grade. This is YA.
Okay.
I think she writes a little bit on both sides.
Got it. I didn't know if it was like a sequel. So
yeah.
I was like,
no.
This is like that's a lot.
Other YA. Whatever. Well, you know what I'm saying. Different book she came out with. Yeah. That would be a lot. Oh, interesting.
Interesting. I see, like, oh my gosh, I just can't. I can't, like, the intense YA stuff.
It's hard because I experienced those traumas when I was like 18, 19. So it's always just, I don't know, reading it sometimes I'm like, oh God, yeah, I don't miss it.
Yeah.
People say they want to go back to being a teenager, and I'm like, no, thank you.
No.
Absolutely not.
No. I have zero desire to be a teenager again. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Especially because I think a lot of YA books tend to be written in first person. And especially with more heavy hitting stuff, it's like it's right there. It's too close. I don't know. I have a hard time.
Wait, so it's okay. I need to know before I read it. It's a predatory adult situation, not like a fellow teen. I might not be able to read this, at least not right now. It's like I couldn't keep reading the TJ Klune series because I was like, this is too much emotion.
Oh, really?
I was like, I don't want to be in emotions right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I will read it at some point. Probably not right now. I don't want to put myself in a downer at the end of the year.
Somebody else doesn't want to be a teen again. Yeah. No.
Heck yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Ashley, oh my gosh, you keep reading so many intense things too. I just can't. Like, my anxiety, like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah. If I could like go back to 21-ish and like start a booktube, that I would like actually go back in time and start like in the boom.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe, but like also not.
I don't know. It's an adult. Yeah, a predatory adult. So, yikes. One is a predatory teen, one is a predatory... Oh, great. Wow. Nope, not reading it. Sorry. It's just, I can't.
Read Front Desk. You will like, I think you will like Front Desk.
Yeah. Oh, Shay. Look, teen years were, no.
Thank you, Beth. I just typed after.
You do, Ashley, but I get it.
Ashley, come over to the romance side some more, like your day one of Vlogmas. I still got to watch your other day and see if you sing to me or not, because I really enjoyed that. She sang the opening of the song.
She has been reading so many intense books.
I know. I don't... Like, she's talking about, like, Grown by Tiffany Jackson, and I was like, oh, I really want to read that, but not this year.
No, that's exactly it. I want to read it at some point, too, but, like... But this is the thing, is I have to space them out. Like, I think I'm finding I can do, like, a rough YA book, like, once a quarter.
Like, yeah,
that's about what I can deal with. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good plan.
Apple. I love that. Yes. You do read a lot of them too, Isabella. I can't, I don't know.
I don't have the mental energy this year to add extra trauma to myself.
Yeah.
But I am reading like weirdly dark romances, but like I know that's gonna have a happy ending.
Yeah. I mean, I think
I think I can do it.
Well, and I can do heavy or dark stuff in like my speculative fiction. So if it's sci-fi, fantasy, or horror, I can deal with intense topics because I think the speculative stuff lets me have a little more emotional distance and it doesn't affect me the same way.
Yeah, no, I agree. Same way, kind of, if I'm able to, like, you know, if I'm reading about a mafia family and love, like, I'm like, this is not real life.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. Ashley, you read 2 books about white nationalism and one about Trump all in November. Oh my gosh.
The one with the booktuber in it, I want to read it so bad.
Sisters in Hate, it's so good. I read
really
that.
Want to read it. I'm not there right now. I need to get through January.
Yeah, fair. But it is really good.
Because I gotta hear about this. I remember that drama, which is really weird. And then I like when Ashley said it, I was like, oh my God, I remember that drama. Yeah. That's what you have to do. I like chase it.
Well, Ashley, maybe I'll help push you to read more light things.
Yeah, I'm gonna start sending you romances constantly. We're all just gonna be like, Ashley, read this romance, read this one.
We're doing a book swap thing.
Ooh.
So I actually did send her one more intense book, but the other 3 are like
perfect.
So.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Yes. Agreed. I mean, I read that and it was great, but that was the only heavy nonfiction book I read that month. I didn't read like 2 others. I know. I'm gonna read Cost of Knowing, and I'm gonna have to prep for it. Like I'm like, we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't think I could read a book about him right now, or any book about this presidency.
No. I'm not there. Give it a couple years.
Even then, I don't know if I want to read it. Like, I'm just good.
I don't know.
We lived
I feel like I don't know. Maybe once I've had.
Maybe in like.
Oh wow, The Duke and I. Oh, you're number 1.
Wow.
The paperback had no holds. Nice. Congrats. That's exciting. I'm enjoying it. Because your emotional palate cleanser. I like it. I like it. We do, Ashley. You just like take on all the heavy stuff. You gotta like pace yourself. No, I probably do read about like one of those books a quarter. Like I can't like I'll do it and then I'm like, okay, now I need 2 or 3 months before I can do it again.
I mean, I think I do the same thing. I think it's about once a quarter I'll read something that is just, I maybe haven't this quarter, but I'm good.
I read Sisters in Hate this quarter.
Yeah. I know. Both of you reading, like, I gotta read this.
Yeah. And the one before that was like This Is My America, which was very good, but it was a lot. So yeah. You know what? He's classy. I bet he won't focus that much on him. I'm sure it'll be in there, but
I delay stuff constantly. I can't tell you how many delayed Libby holds I have right now. It's a lot.
And I just haven't been requesting things that are too heavy, honestly, because I'm just like, I just know I don't want to do it right now. It is, but it's really good, Ashley. I listened on 2 times speed and like read along and stuff, and it was, I was surprised at how fast I got through it. It was really good. It is so good, but also I had to take a break in the middle of it because I was like, oh my God. It hurts a lot.
Yeah, I knew. I was like, I don't want to go into a spiral right now.
I mean, that's the thing is like, I deal with anxiety. So like, I have to.
Yeah. No, you gotta pace it. I get it. I'm the same way. I have to pace it.
Yeah. Oh, I really want to read Lakewood. Yes, I really want to read that one. And I think I can do it because of the speculative stuff, but it looks super interesting. That's on my list of things I want to read for sure.
Oh, yeah, that does happen.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I would recommend it. There had been a bunch of, it's not that much. Well, I mean, there had been a bunch of sales. Like Barnes and Noble did a thing where it was like $10 off for around Black Friday. Like, so going up to the holidays too, like there's probably going to be deals on it. But yeah, it is. And I like the physical book because there's pictures. I always like with those memoirs, like you get to like look at the pictures in the middle.
When I read it, then I'm gonna have to get it to do the book.
Yeah.
I think doesn't part 2 come out eventually?
Oh no, don't tell me that. Oh shoot. I will see if I can get through it. I think I have an e-arc of it and now I'm regretting it. Like, why did I request it? Let me see.
You can always just say, I got this far through and this is what.
Yeah, that's
true.
He
is worth my money, Ashley. I'm not going to say he's not. I'm just saying, like, it's just freaking expensive. It was jarring to me. Mind you, I'm buying romance paperbacks that are $8. So
you're not used to the like full hardcover.
Sometimes I see a full hardcover buying YA and I'm like, whoa, what?
Good night, Shay. Enjoy the steamy scenes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. I think I have, I do. I have an e-arc of The Cost of Knowing, but it comes out in April, so I have time. Oh man. I just need to, I really liked Slay, which is why I was like,
I really need to read Slay as well. Again, I just went into my romance hole really hard this year.
Yeah. Well, before we get off here, do you guys want to see the 2 pre-orders that came in the mail today?
Yes.
Okay. So, one, it took a few days, even though it came out, but I have Sky Beyond the Storm.
Yes, I just got my audiobook in. I'm so excited.
It's so exciting. So it's the last one. Excited to
read
it.
I need to reread them all to like properly close the series out, though.
Well, I was happy I did that. I did the read along with Penguin Teen because I had read the first 2, so I reread them and then read book 3. So I'm like, I feel pretty. There's a lot that happens. It's definitely, yeah. And then because these covers are so beautiful. There's this new Penguin Vitae collection that started. They're like cloth-bound classics, but they're like diverse American classics. So this one I pre-ordered. It's Sister Outsider by Audre Lorde, which I have not read from her, but like, isn't it so pretty?
So what I do when I travel, when we could travel, I buy the Penguin cloth bounds when I go places. And like I go to the local bookshops, I look for them. So cool. I always pick up like a different one. And I love all of them, but I really love this new collection they're doing.
Yeah, no, they're really, really pretty. It's amazing. Slay was so good. Yes, absolutely. Pre-order. You didn't like the series, Ashley? Oh my goodness, I love it. Also the Commandant is such a good nuanced villain. I think the first book is like my favorite, but yeah, they're great.
I just think it's a really interesting setup overall for a YA. I mean,
it's intense. Oh yeah, this is the one they were talking about, The Cost of Knowing. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. We'll see.
You can always leave a DNF review.
That's true.
All 3 books.
It destroyed me too much. I couldn't.
$1.99 right now. That's awesome.
Oh, nice. I love it. Isn't it? It is super pretty. Like the books that they have coming out are is stunning. Well, like this is I also have the edition of Passing by Nella Larson. And there's so many coming out. And look, it's got like pretty end papers.
I love it.
Nice.
They're really doing a good job on some of these.
They are. I miss travel too.
Yeah. I do too. I love like those are like I always find a bookstore somewhere I go, so that's what I do. Like I pick up
Isabella. I don't know if I can read it if you're telling me this. Oh my gosh. No. I don't know. We'll see. Oh no, you can. Yeah, the audio. I mean, I think the audiobook's all right, but
I listened to all 3 of them, I think, but I just actually now have them all 3 on ebook, and I'm gonna read them and then listen to the last one.
I read the first one physically and then kind of got into the audiobooks, but I'm kind of glad I did that. I don't know.
I want to go back and highlight, so that's why I'm switching.
Okay, see, I think I'm in the minority here. I actually don't like, I think most people agree with you, but I actually don't really like the first covers. Like they never appealed to me, which is why I never read them until people started freaking out about them on BookTube. 'Cause, like so I really like these covers, but like I don't know. It's fine.
I like both covers for different reasons.
That's fair.
Well, we liked the series, so maybe Ashley's just wrong.
What?
Maybe she's wrong on this one.
You never
I trust
know.
her opinion on almost everything, but now I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know.
You know, we all have things that we differ on, which is fine. Good night, Rachel. Thanks for joining in. It's the kind of stuff that I struggle with, especially after having kids. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You're just making me question everything.
I have bad taste all of a sudden. You don't have bad taste.
You don't. It's fine.
Just maybe in this case. No, it's fine. I'm curious. I'm curious though what it is you didn't like about it, Ashley. You'll have to let us know. Yeah. I mean, I think part of what's cool is like I like that they have a brown girl on the cover, you know? And I think that was part of it.
Yeah, I think so.
I really like them, but
I like the new covers. I think they look really good.
I think so too. They look nice together. But yes.
She just didn't. Okay. That's fair.
What's under? Oh no, I haven't looked underneath.
Ooh.
I mean, it's got like an imprint of S&T on the front. It's hard to see, but
nothing fun.
Nothing super. Maybe it depends on the version you get. It has a map, so that's fun. I don't know. Oh, jeez. Let's see. You definitely feel like it's you. Yeah, I mean, sometimes things are.
It's okay. I mean, I usually am the odd duck out liking something that everybody loved, so it's always weird when it happens.
Yeah, it's fine. And I feel like I'm sometimes the opposite, where a lot of my all-time favorite books, a lot of people hate, so it's fine.
Yeah, and that's what I feel like. I feel like all like something everybody's loving, I'm like, eh. Or like I read Tools of Engagement by Tessa Bailey, and a lot of people I know were like meh on it, and I was like, this was cute. It was fine. Like it was good. It was cute romance.
Mm-hmm.
Good dirty talk.
I guess it's so much of it just depends on what you like, right? I mean, and what you're looking for. Okay, she said Saba posted a picture that looked cool, so I don't know. I want to look at her. Also, Saba Tahir is hilarious. Sometimes I watch her stories. Like,
love her fruit and vegetables.
She's so funny.
They crack me up.
Same. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know. I don't see a picture of under. Oh.
I don't know, but they all look really pretty lined up together. Wow.
Yeah, they look really nice together. They do. Oh, on Twitter? What? When was this? Am I going to have to scroll back? Jeez. Twitter. Okay, hold on. That's probably why I didn't see. I'm not even following her on Twitter. I'll follow her. I like her. How far back is this?
I see her dedication.
This is like super exciting content. We're scrolling through Twitter.
I love that the Penguin Teen logo is the cover for this book.
Oh yeah.
My new favorite thing.
It's like a big release for them.
My new favorite thing is the Penguin Teen logo changes for holidays.
Yeah.
If you're on TikTok, like one of the girls that runs their socials on there, and she was like talking about the folder, and I was dying laughing because that is such a thing. Like that when you have a graphics team that they 100% will do is like make weird crap out of your logo. Oh, you want us to dress as a penguin? We will spend 2 hours dressing the penguin up for you.
That's so funny. I don't know, Isabella. I can't find it, but it has like an imprint of like an S and T for Sky like underneath it, but it's for Sabatier, I guess. But she's cool. Yeah,
I'm just excited she finished it. I know that this was
of the penguin logo. I remember the folder of the penguin logo.
Yes, it's on TikTok, and they probably posted it on their you know what I mean, their Twitter feed or something. It's very funny. They had like they had a ghost penguin. It was just the sheet over him.
Mm-hmm.
They did that for Halloween, and that was funny.
Oh my gosh, the Fairy Loot editions are stunning. They're so expensive though. I looked at them and I was like, oh, they're so pretty.
I have to buy my Daughter of Smoke and Bone and Luma crates. I cannot look at anything else because that's all I need in my life right now, and I will be very happy. I've got my box coming. Like I think it's shipping this week. Nice. And then I've got to order my next 2 books so I can have the matching hard, because you can't find the hardcovers of the Daughter and Smoke and Bone anymore anywhere. It's a mess. So I was like, well, I'll just buy the Illumicrate editions. It'd be a nice treat.
I like at one point had a couple of them in hardcover, but like I didn't love the series that much. So
I love that series a lot.
I think I really loved the middle book.
Mm-hmm.
But then I didn't really like the finale, so I was like,
I haven't reread them in a while. I'm going to reread them eventually, but I liked it enough that when the box came out, I got the box.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love the US covers either for it, to be honest.
Maybe it was the lighting that made it cool. Okay. Like you got me really excited. I was like, oh, what's underneath?
That's like okay. Tweet Cute had a, what did they have? They had like a grilled cheese under it. Or something.
Funny. I love
that's so cool.
Yeah. Well, they've been hyping like the Sky and Beyond the Storm has been big. I mean, it was kind of fun. I did like a thing with them on their Instagram, which was kind of cool. So, yeah. It's fair. Yeah, people have such different preferences with covers too. Like what they like in a cover.
Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I like how clean they are, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like they're very like, I don't know. I think a lot of covers like have too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I do appreciate the cleanness.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to. Yeah, that, and also it's like I think a high seller, like a big seller for them.
It is. It's a popular series.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness.
All right, guys. Well, it is getting very late. So.
You're gonna have me asleep on stream soon. I'm a little grandma, y'all. I'm in bed at 9 o'clock. I'm not joking. Like I'm usually in bed at 9 o'clock.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well, thanks for joining me. So thanks everybody. This has been super fun. Hopefully we got a few things done, talked about books a lot. Well, have a good night.
Yeah, night guys.
Bye.